We all have our favorite guilty pleasures, right?
Yes.
Well, for some it could be sugary cereal. In my doctor's prescription, this is a healthy snack that will taste just as good as that sweet cereal you loved as a kid. So, docs, try this. Tell me what you think.
It looks like Cocoa Puffs.
It does.
Great, right?
Mmm.
4 ingredients in this tasty little snack: olive oil, honey, cinnamon, and chickpeas. Each ingredient has health implications in a good way. Yes, dried chickpeas. So drain and rinse the chickpeas, bake them in the oven for 45 minutes until they're crispy. That's the key. Toss them in a bowl with those other ingredients, spread it out on a baking sheet for an additional 10 minutes until they caramelize. These chickpeas, what I love is they're rich in protein, as well as other things like folate, fiber, and iron. Also full of soluble fiber that can help naturally lower cholesterol and improve digestion. And we all know that when it comes to things like honey and cinnamon and olive oil, they have health benefits, but together it creates this milieu of not only heart health benefits, but it tastes like sugary cereal.
It really does.
I could throw this in a bag.
Oh yeah, as a
Say
snack.
take it to the airport and be on the airplane.
Yep. Instead of
like
the
popcorn.
peanuts. Yummy.
And your next bowel movement will thank you. But we will have the recipe as well as instructions on how to make this on our website. Whether you're a stay-at-home parent or a business person, a teacher or a student, we all need creativity in our lives. Today's doctor's prescription will help you get those creative juices flowing. And it comes to us from someone who eats Parmesan crisps before bed. Dr.
See,
Judy?
that's creative.
It is
It's
creative.
a
It's
creative
different.
bedtime snack. And we know creativity is good for us no matter what it is that we're doing because it helps us come up with novel solutions and helps us to improve our problem solving. So I have a few tips on how we can all supercharge our creativity. The first thing that we can do is actually spend more time in nature. So nature tends to be very spiritual for many people. And I'm a terrible golfer, by the way. I don't even know what position that is. But basically, it's just a fun time. You're out, you're walking, the weather's wonderful, and that's really what I do, is just try to spend more time in nature. And when you have a great idea that pops up, make sure you write them down. I always talk to people when they say, I had a great idea and then I forgot about it. So keep something on you so you can jot down any of your ideas. Did you know also that research shows that we are more creative when the lights are dim because we feel more free to express ourselves? So actually, trying to do some of your creative brainstorming at night or in a dim room while listening to some music that doesn't have words. So again, music that's sort of just,
Mood
instrumental. Yeah, that really helps a lot of people. And finally, do something from your childhood. Do you remember when we were kids, how creative we were about everything?
Yes, look at you.
Yeah.
You and the
that's me.
skating.
This
You're
is
still skating.
still skating. There's me and our executive producer, Patty. We're doing an 80s night party. And yeah, doing something that reminds you of your childhood just opens up those creative mindsets again. Again, when we're kids, we're just less restricted. And so return to your childhood with something you love to do.
I like it.
I love it. Great tips. We're going to have all of Dr. Judy's tips as well as more on our website, thedoctorstv.com. Approximately 40 million American adults deal with anxiety. We love talking about food as medicine, so today we have 3 foods that might help ease your anxiety. What is one food that might fight anxiety? Salmon. Fish like salmon are high in omega-3 fatty acids that can help regulate dopamine and serotonin levels in the brain, which of course can help calm and relax you.
Yes, and another one, pumpkin seeds.
Really?
They are high in potassium, which regulates blood pressure, and they're also a really good source for zinc, and that's important for the parts of the brain that are responsible for emotion.
And last but not least, good old asparagus. Little dose of potassium, which we know is so important for physiology and normal bodily functions, and chromium, which has been shown to reduce anxiety. So get chromed.
Get chromed.
Who wants to know a trick to boost your metabolism?
For sure.
Well, if you need a snack before bed, think about cottage cheese. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that a natural way to boost your metabolism is to eat this high-protein snack before bed. So for the study, women consumed 30-gram samples of cottage cheese 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. Researchers found that it had a positive effect on muscle quality, metabolism, and overall health. What's cool, you can even make it into a little bedtime dessert. We added cacao nibs and blueberries for a little extra boost of antioxidants.
Yeah, if you're making a dessert, you need to add a little
A little sweetness, yeah. Do you think Denise Austin eats this?
She may.
I see you haven't touched yours, so I guess you don't love it.
No, I'm just, right now, I'm...
Have some berries.
Have a child or grandchild, you're trying to get into reading and nothing seems to work? A new super cute study might have just the answer. Add a dog to the room. Researchers from the University of British Columbia studied the reading patterns of 17 children, first through third grades without a dog present, then with a dog nearby. After both scenarios, the kids were asked if they wanted to continue reading after finishing the first page of their story. Guess what? The kids who spent time with the dog significantly more desire to read. And it's kind of a cool thing because when I think about this, it didn't matter what age the dog was, what breed they were. When I read this story, and not to get sentimental here, but I adopted my dog Nala my first year of med school. And I'm gonna tell you, I barely knew the library because I always had her by my side when I was studying. And I would have, whether it be on the porch, in the apartment, out at a coffee shop, that dog was by my side. And I didn't feel
through med school.
Right, because in some way, there's just something about sitting there and maybe you're engrossed in a book for an hour, but then, you know, you reach over and you pet your dog. And for kids especially, just that companionship while you're reading, it makes everything better. I love this.
Well, I think anything that encourages kids to learn, read more, I think it's great.
Maybe we'll see more therapy dogs, quote, in libraries, in schools and public libraries. And
I think that would be so cute in a kid's elementary school library if you had a few library dogs and they during the day they just hung out and sat at kids' feet while they read, and then they could fart together and
that would be awesome.